Hi everyone, Sharon here from Lovin' the Scrappin' at on Facebook and Crafty Grandma over at Blogspot. What I'm attempting to do is I'm standing here at the entrance of my um, crafting room slash happy place in the attempt to put up part one of already up part two. I uploaded part 1 and part 2 yesterday, and they accepted part 2 but rejected part 1 because obviously it was too long. So I think I better watch my time better and get part 1 up so that anyone that chooses to look at my video can at least see the beginning of my crafting room. So here goes. Um, Standing at the entrance, on the door is a shoe holder that's housing um, my punches. I have a very small amount of punches at the moment, and actually, um, my supplies are very minimal because I do have a very tight budget. So I can't always purchase the things that I would like to, and it's probably a good thing I have a tight budget because I'd probably fill up the room and spend more than what I should. So as I walk in, and I'm going to try not to make anyone dizzy. There's my door, and over here on this part of the wall is um, a little inspirational area, and at the top I have the word love. It's a chipboard. It was one of the first things I did with paper. It turned out pretty good, and the little saying there is love is a song that has no ending. And I came across that on the internet, and I thought of putting it over here mainly because my youngest daughter, her family, they're into music quite a bit. They play instruments and sing. This is a very old picture of my 3 children and myself, years and years and years ago. They're all grown and have families of their own and have given me beautiful grandchildren. And as I move down here, I'm sorry about that red um, light. I'm not sure why, unless it's because I'm just using a camera. So I'm going to see if I can get up here a little closer. This is 3 of my grandchildren from my youngest daughter, and they're the ones that I'm the closest to, and I spend quite a bit of time with. They're very creative, and I love bringing that creativity out in them. They sing, and they play instruments, and they come over here on occasion and make a card, or just kind of like chitty chat, spend the night. And here's some pins that I made. Um, this is another one of my grandchildren. I don't see her very often. So I'll move over here. This is a ACT card that I made. Mm, I'm excited. I just entered a ATC swap, so I'm really excited about that. It's my very first um, swap since I've been doing the paper crafting. And as I step back, this is my bookcase area. It houses my Bibles and some books that journals that my youngest daughter has given me to fill up, and I've added into them, but I I find that I write in my other papers, so I will take from here and put in my other journals, smash journals. There's a few books that have cards in. That's all I have of those. I look at them on occasion for ideas. And over here in these yellow bins, this bin here is of cards that I've made. They're completed, and this is just a few. I've made quite a bit of cards and have sold some and given some away. And also in here are cards that need to go out to Operation Right Home. Ladies, check it out if you don't already belong to it, and make up some cards and send to our military. And this one are some of my older mini albums that I made. Some of the when I first started making minis. The recent ones have been I've either sold or given away. And I have another box that has some memory cards in and some minis. And over here is my die cut machine. I purchased this from Home Shopping. It's by Craftwell. I couldn't decide whether I wanted this or a Cricut. And I chose this mainly because I was afraid that I would want cartridges for the Cricut, and I wouldn't be able to fit it in my budget. So this hooks to my laptop, and on Craftwell you can go up and purchase individual images and download them onto your eCraft Pro shop, and then send them to your machine and cut them out. So I found that a little easier. And you turn it on, and you can program it here and use this area. But I like using my laptop to bring them in here. You can put your paper through the front, send it through the front, or you can send it through the back. It has a roller that you can do banners. There was a pretty good sized learning curve for this. You don't use sticky paper. You just send your cardstock through to cut on. But some of it slid, so I kind of tape it down on a cutting mat and send it through. So it works pretty good. There are some things I can't do on this that I wished I could, but all in all, it works out for me. So as I swing up here slowly, my create sign. Love the paper I used. I'm not sure what stack it was from, but it has just little words on, some whimsical pattern on it. It's a fun paper. And up here is a shelf with my what I like to call my cards, or cards that bless, and that's what I hope that my cards do when people receive them, that it blesses them and touches their heart, and at the time maybe when they need them. I use my shelf when I finish a project, like a card or a mini album or a memory card or whatever. I kind of put it up here on the shelf and look at it for a while and see where I could have improved in it or on it, and attempt to remake it again. So let's swing over here. On this wall, this is a big inspirational wall for me. The pictures that you see are from my 3 grandchildren who I spent a lot of time with. Over the years, they've drawn pictures and wrote little notes to Grandma, and so I have a few of them on here. These are when they were a lot younger than what they are now, since they're 16, 14, and 13, I believe. And up here, my grandson makes these. I think they're so cute, so colorful. I have 3, and his mother's wall at her office is quite full, so I did manage to get 3. and a little one right there. Okay, I know I'm going kind of fast. I didn't yesterday. I had it all thought out, but today I'm going fast because I don't want to do a really big one and get rejected again because I had too much time. This is my printer back here, and this is where I do all of my creating, my projects, my laptop. Here's a card that I made and put up on Fiskars. I got an entrance to uh, um, a contest from Fiskars where you use a die that they sent you, and you have an opportunity to win a die cut machine. So I entered that. This is a little work area to put up some of the things that I use quite a bit. This is my quarter punch. This is my glues. Some projects in here to do. My hand sanitizer, which I use quite often. And over here, some paper I've got cut and ready to go for a card. Here's a card that I'm just about finished with. These are called standalone cards. Glue my little spin around of the items that I use quite often, and I have them tagged um, at the suggestion of my 16-year-old granddaughter, who said, "Grandma, why don't you tag those so we know what to use and what not to use?" Here's where my inks, I keep my inks. In here, in this drawer is all my adhesives, and pop dots and stuff. You know, the foam sticky. Um, Here's a big major roll of foam sticky. I love that. Um, Sorry, I don't want to make anyone dizzy. I'll make myself dizzy. This is a wall shelf that is holding my wood stamps as well as jars with flowers in. That's the one thing that I have very, very little of, are flowers. I don't seem to purchase them so much, so I really don't have many. The jars are spaghetti jars, and on the jars are measurements, like 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. Quite nice jars, and they work out very well. And over here on this wall is the shelf with my pattern paper. This is my pattern paper. This is my cardstock. There's an area or a city about 25, 30 miles from me that I can go to. It's called a scrapbook warehouse. It's called Hollis, and you can buy your paper by the pound. I love it. Very exciting to go there. This is my tote for my die cuts. The 4 drawers there, that's full of scrap paper, cardstock, and scrap print paper. And up here I have 2 containers that I have already cut scrap pieces of cardstock and ready to go for mats or whatever in my journals and memory cards. And this one has different sizes. It has 3 by 3s, 3.5 by 3.5, and 4s by 3.5, and etc. so on. And this one has 5-inch, 5.5, and 6-inch by 1.5 or 2 inches. And this is my sticker words. That's just odds and ends there. This is my 12 by 12s. And this houses my chipboard letters and sticker letters. This is full of cards that I've collected over the years, or that was given to me, and I plan on making a journal with them, a mini journal. This is odds and ends that I've purchased from the store of different things to use on my cards and whatnots. My clear stamps. This is full of all kinds of clear stamps. And down here in the mailbox is rub-ons. That tin has my glue guns and glue sticks in. This has little flowers and ribbons, laces. That right here is a tote that I bought in hopes to be able to fill it and maybe someday go to a crop. I don't know. It's my desire or my dream to do that. Let's see. Dimensional stickers. I like putting tags on them. This is full of envelopes for my cards. Also at the place where you can get the card paper or paper by the pound, you also can get envelopes. So let's see, let me swing around here. Under, let's see, in this tote is full of pictures and little drawings, little notes and stuff that my grandchildren have made for me over the years, and I kept them hoping to scrapbook them. In the red tote there is full of Christmas stuff. The basket, it has my crocheting in. I'm teaching myself to make little crochet flowers. My cutter, I love my cutter. And so this is, I'm going to step back so that I can swing around here and just give you a view of my craft room. And here we go. Swing. Don't swing too fast. It's not fancy. I have very little supplies in it, but it's warm, it's comfortable, and it's my happy place. And it's where I can express the creativity that is inside of me, as I love creating. I love giving. So that's it for now. I'm gonna hopefully get this up. And ladies and gentlemen, as I see there are men out there that are doing quite a bit of paper crafting. I think that's great. Okay guys, so I'm going to shut this off and try to get it up, and hopefully it works out. Guys, have a great day. Bye bye.